Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Monday, March 5th, 2018. Looking at snowfall, first we'll look at new snowfall over the past 72 hours, which is the map on the left, and you can see there has been quite a bit of new snowfall across portions of the Great Basin over the past 72 hours. However, you will see that across the southern part of the area, there's really hardly been any new snowfall at all, and that's in line with what we've seen for most of this season with really dry conditions across the southern part of our area. The snow depth map on the right gives you an idea of which areas do have some snow coverage. And again, the majority of the Great Basin is covered in snow right now. However, again, the areas across the south and the southeast portions of the Great Basin have really seen very little snow so far this winter. So looking at the general weather pattern today, you can see some northerly flow with some moisture across the northern part of the area. And that is as a fairly strong storm system exits the Great Basin. As that exits, we are going to see some high pressure ridging across the west. And as a result, you see those low ventilation index values across the western part of the Great Basin. Looking at this in a little more detail, you can see the really light transport winds across most of Nevada and parts of western Utah, along with those lower mixing heights. So we move into Tuesday, we continue to see that high pressure build across the area. We will continue to see those ventilation indices plummet. On Tuesday, again, you can see those really light transport winds and those low mixing heights, which are associated with that lower ventilation index. On Wednesday, we start to see some moisture move into the western part of the Great Basin. However, as we are still under a high pressure regime, you can see those ventilation indices stay quite low. And again, looking in more detail, you can see those really light transport winds and the low mixing heights that are responsible for the poor ventilation indices. A similar trend shows up on the Utah Forecast Clearing Index from the National Weather Service in Salt Lake. You can see how the clearing index really plummets moving into Tuesday and Wednesday. Looking at the 3-day precipitation accumulation across the Great Basin, significant precipitation is not expected across the area. As we move into Thursday, we will see a zonal westerly flow across the area, and that will result in some increased ventilation indice values, particularly across southeastern Utah and northwestern Nevada. As we move into Friday, we continue to see those westerly winds across the area that will help to increase the ventilation index. And on Saturday, we start to see some ridging again, leading to a decrease in the ventilation index. And that trend largely continues into Sunday, though we will see improvement across the southern parts of the area on Sunday. Looking at precipitation accumulation in that 4 to 5 day period, it does look a little better for the Great Basin with that westerly flow, where we could see some additional storm activity across the north. Finally, in the 8 to 14 day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above average precipitation across the western 2/3 of the Great Basin and near normal temperatures across the majority of the Great Basin, below normal temperatures across most of Nevada. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.